Hello guys, this is Devil with another Archage video. I'm gonna be talking about the skills that got changed in Archage. That's what happened here. Anyway, uh, basically they changed Shaken in general in every skill tree, so it doesn't reduce healing received. Okay, let's start with Battle Rage. In Battle Rage they made some changes to triple slash. Now doesn't reset the cooldown of your charge, and the other stuff it used to reset. And they made so Bond Breaker doesn't break the bubble anymore, sorcery bubble. Instead they made behind enemy lines break the bubble. And this skill tree, this is the main changes for now. Let's jump to Archer. So basically we have Deadeye. They kind of fucked up with this spell. I'm not sure if it was like that. I've never played Archer, but stand still as an Archer that needs to kite and stay away from melee guys. It's not gonna work. Other than that, they made so you can snare from 30 meters away if you combo it with the floating. So basically you can see here, gain up 30 meter range if used while under the effect of float. This is kind of cool, super range snare. I'm not sure how it will be used, but it seems nice. And they changed the snipe, so basically now it's target based, and you can't just like shoot an arrow in front of you or the light in front of you. You have to actually click on the target and shoot. It can still go through walls, but you just have to click on the person. So basically now if the person is invisible, you can't hit him. Okay, and last thing, I actually want to ask you guys about this. If anybody played Archery before, you can gain 40% bonus to defense penetration for every stack of bleeding, and it can stack up to 200%. That's insane, basically. You can do so much damage with this. Not sure if I'm right or wrong, but please correct me on this. This is basically the most important changes to Arch. In Shadowplay they didn't change much. Most important part is Rapid Strike. Now at 5 stacks it inflicts Shaken. Shadow Smite damage has been reduced. It used to do 600% backstab damage, now it does 400. Other than that, play that doesn't regen HP unless you're 30 HP and below. They changed the purge. It used to give 25% magic defense, I think. Now it gives 1.6k for 3 minutes. So now let's talk about Witchcraft. They kinda nerfed bubble a bit. Basically if you have a target in the bubble and you hit him with this magic spell, it will reduce 50%, it will deal 50% damage. So bubble meteor isn't gonna work unless you have perfect timing, which is kind of super hard. Okay, now let's talk about sorcery while these guys fight for no reason. Speedy ass people are being anyway. God's whip wipe, whatever. God's whip, I guess. Doesn't have a combo effect anymore. It used to have one with the cold spells, so freezing or something. Now it doesn't anymore. The mana fountain has been changed, so it lasts for 8 seconds. Yeah, it used to be 3, now it lasts for 8 seconds. This spell used to last for infinite, basically, or if you take the damage and it gets like removed. Now it lasts for 40 seconds on you, and it used to be 1 second cast, I think. Now it's instant. Now let's talk about Occultism. In Occultism they changed shit ton. So Absorb Life has lower cooldown, but now it does only have the life absorption. And it deals, as you can see, inflicts 140% extra damage on fire. One of my favorite tweaks is this spell. This is like the most Arab spell ever. By the way, I'm not racist, I am happy. Basically, now this spell, if you explode and deal damage to enemies around you, and one of these enemies die after 3 seconds of you doing that damage, you will also explode. I can imagine triggering a chain of explosions in the mass PvP. It's gonna be hilarious. So mana force has been changed. The combos basically have been changed. It used to combo with feared target to deal extra damage. Now it combos with cursed targets to deal the extra damage. And if the target is fatter, it inflicts shaken. They changed the passive spells drastically on Occultism. Basically now everybody can use the extra damage you get from Occultism after being hit. And I can see some really nice melee builds using this, because look, you're gonna have extra crit rate if you're getting hit by critical damage. This passive is gonna give you more critical damage. Here we're gonna get more skill damage after receiving damage, which a melee guy always receives damage because he's rushing in. And this one increases critical damage after receiving critical damage. So can you imagine like some kind of melee build that jumps in, takes the damage, buffs up, then nukes you? I can see this meta. I'm actually gonna try some metas in some next videos. I'm gonna do something with this is awesome. Plus the explosion. In general, Songwrath and Vitalism, they changed their damage spells. Like they have some spells that deals damage, right? They changed them so that they basically rely on the healing power you have. So basically, if you have more healing power to heal your allies, you can deal more damage with your damage spells, which seems logical and fair for these healers. Like they need like at least to do some damage to help somebody in a critical moment. Now they can deliver. They added the Holy Bolt instead of Twilight. You can use the spell up to 30 meters, as you can see, and it does pure damage basically. And it combos on cursed targets, and when this spell hits the target, if there is allies around the target in 15-meter diameter, these allies will be healed. So it's kind of cool. So basically it's like in a mass PvP, you're gonna damage a guy and heal the melee guys they're trying to nuke him, so it's really good. Other than Holy Bolt, they increased the damage for dissonance, or is it French, dissonance? I'm not sure. Whatever, anyway, they increased the damage, I think the magic attack percentage. This is the most buffed spell on Archage 3.0. Basically, if you combo this spell with the sacrifice buff, you will give all your allies around you a magic shield that absorbs 17 to 20k magic damage in 5 seconds. Everyone around you will be immune to magic damage basically for 5 fucking seconds. That's a lot. So as you can see, Skewer is now affected by your healing power. Damage increase is affected by the healing power. Holy Bolt by the healing power. Okay, now let's talk about Auramancy and defense. This is actually my favorite combo. For Auramancy, they made the passives like the Occultism passives, so basically they affect everything. The only other significant change in Auramancy is the spell shield. They kinda nerfed it a bit. Now, instead of absorbing magic damage and giving you HP, it just reduces the magic damage you take, but also it reduces the heals you take, so kind of a trade-off. Other than that, all this bullshit is still the same. I really like how they changed defense, because you used to need Auramancy to have good combos on defense, because you needed Shrug It Off to combo with basically everything on this tree. But now everything combos with toughen. You need toughen now to do the extra damage. Here, you need toughen to generate more threat and inflict distress. They removed the combo between readout and liberation. This spell got kind of buffed a bit. Like look, if you have sorcery with this spell and you electrocute target, the hammer will travel way faster, which is gonna make it a guaranteed hit kind of. These are the main changes right now. But you gotta consider something in 3.0. You're not gonna just take in consideration these spells, your class 3s. You're gonna take in consideration the abyssal skills. If you guys like this, please leave a comment or a like or whatever. It just motivates me to do more videos about this game. And I'll see you soon.